Hello, this is Ryan with High Desert Home and Garden. Today I'm sitting in my 95 7.3, and I just figured the fuel mileage after I replaced the ECM or PCM for the first time. A little bit of backstory about this truck. It is a 95 F-250 with a 7.3. Four-wheel drive with a 5-speed and 410 axle ratios. So it's pretty well geared into the ground. It will, it was made to pull stuff and do so at about 55 miles an hour. Of course, I'm in Nevada. My interstate speed limits is 75 miles an hour. And if you don't want to get run over, you go 75 miles an hour. So, at 75 to 76 miles an hour, I'm cruising 26 to 2700 RPM. That's wound pretty friggin' tight. And as I said, I just did the numbers on my fuel mileage. So I had 349.9 miles on my tank before I filled it up. And I put in 21.83 miles per gallon, or 21.83 gallons of diesel. And I show an average of 16.03 miles per gallon. Now, apparently, I didn't realize how poorly this truck was running for, since I've had it. I've had this thing for about 4 years. You can reference the video that I made about replacing the ECM or PCM, and you'll just have to visit my channel. I'm videoing on my phone, so I can't. I'm not going to try and figure out how to post the link without being at the computer. But anyway, you can reference the video by visiting High Desert Home and Garden, my YouTube channel. And, I had an IPR circuit fault code. And, so and figured out that the PCM was bad and replaced it. I actually had it rebuilt and then put back in. And, before all that happened, before it got bad enough I could actually figure out what was wrong with it, I was getting 10.5 to 11 miles to the gallon. So, after replacing the PCM, and this is a completely stock truck, stock air filter, stock exhaust, no chips, no injectors, turbo stock, everything. I gained 5.5 to 6 miles per gallon. Needlessly to say, I'm impressed. And when I say stock everything, I mean stock tires too. They're still the 235 whatever 16s. And I gained 5.5 to 6 miles per gallon just by doing this. So, my thing is, guys, is that, if you have one of these things, an old 7.3, and you're not getting fuel mileage, or, it doesn't seem to have the power like you think it, or, it doesn't have any power and what have you. It's not just because it's a 7.3. My fuel mileage with this 23-year-old truck is pretty comparable to its $70-some thousand replacement. I don't have 5,000. Well, let's see. I'm probably getting close to $6,000 in this thing, counting purchase price and parts in 4 years. let that one sink in for a minute. Anyway, you know, and it's very important to troubleshoot these things. Don't stand back and throw parts at them. Okay. Now you'll see in the video, if you go and watch it, about the PCM installation, a PCM replacement, that, you know, my IPR valve was kind of messed up. It was reading, you know, towards the high side of the ohm range, and, you know, I had some harnesses or some places in the harness that didn't look quite right, so I pulled that out and cleaned it up and repaired it in some different places and stuff. And then we built, you know, come down to it, and I found that I was dumping the pulse width modulation for the IPR, and it was doing it at the ECM connector just as well as it was doing it at the IPR connector. So, you know, came down to it and replaced, or actually had it, pulled the ECM out, had it rebuilt, and then put it back in. This was, you know, I can only just continue to say that I am surprised and pretty much shocked by how much of a difference it actually made. So, yeah. If you have an issue with one of these things, by all means, the information is available. You can Google wiring diagrams, schematics. Any bit of information you want to know about one of these is available. It's not very well, it's not protected anymore. They're old. They don't care. And, you know, if you are not inclined to do things yourself, take it to a shop and be a pain in their ass, because they will chuck parts at your shit. I guarantee it. Just because it's easier for them to make money that way. And yeah, I'm a mechanic, so I'm fairly aware of that. Anyway, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. Thank you.